speaking broadly about foster care, how big of a need is it in Western Mass? Like, and then kind of specifically with what you do, how many families do you help each year typically?
So I think it's kind of heartbreaking and mind-boggling, honestly, to learn about these statistics, because we have almost 2,000 kiddos in Western Massachusetts, roughly in the 4 Western counties, who are in foster care currently, whether they're in foster care with a relative or with somebody they don't know. Doesn't matter. They're in foster care. And certainly we have, hundreds of families who have adopted through foster care who are out in the community. Those numbers are a little bit harder to find because DCF doesn't keep track of them. Almost 2,000 kids in Western Massachusetts. There are over 9,000 kids across the state. There are hundreds of thousands of kids across the country. It's a serious problem, and it's a really significant need. And my biggest concern in our Commonwealth is that in Western Massachusetts, we have about a quarter of the kids in care. It's the same in a place like Boston. Boston also has about a quarter of the kids in care. But Boston also has a quarter of the population of the state, whereas in Western Massachusetts, we have less than 10% of the population of the state. So it's a lot harder to find and keep families who are able to take care of these children than it is in a more populated area. So we are overburdened in Western Mass by the number of kids in care. And so any family who, reaches the end of their rope and it's like, I can't do it anymore, I'm going to step back, is a much greater loss for us than it is in a place like Boston or Worcester, because there's just more people to replace those families who are leaving.